What's going on, everybody? I'm curious to know which books have ever made you cry. I don't feel like I'm an emotional being, but to this day, one book and one book only has made me bawl my eyes out after reading it, and it was this one. These Is My Words by Nancy Turner. Oh my gosh. I loved this book, but I've never felt so much emotional trauma. And I mean that in a good way. I'm probably not selling this book as well as I probably could, but this gave me all of the feelings. And I think a big part of that was that this is based on a real story. This book is actually inspired by the author's own family memoirs. So these events are real, and maybe that's what hurt me so deeply, but oh my gosh, this book, I really don't feel like I can summarize it for you in a way that will do it justice, so I'm just gonna read you the back cover. I put this book off only because I wasn't in love with the title, because it contains a grammatical error, These is my words. It doesn't make sense, but when you read the book, it's like, oh my gosh, that's why. So if you take a look at the back, it says, a moving, exciting, and heartfelt American saga inspired by the author's own family memoirs. These words belong to Sarah Prine, a woman of spirit and fire who forages a full and remarkable existence in a harsh, unfamiliar frontier, scrupulously recording her steps down the path Providence has set her upon, from child to determined young adult to loving mother. She shares the turbulent events, both joyous and tragic, that mold her, and recalls the enduring love with cavalry officer Captain Jack Elliott that gave her strength and purpose. Rich in authentic everyday details and alive with truly unforgettable characters, These Is My Words brilliantly brings a vanished world to breathtaking life again. Great summary. Truly great book. I don't know why this is the only book that has ever made me cry, because I've read sad books. I mean, I read In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle a couple months ago, and very sad, didn't cry. Maybe because it's specifically fictional, but the fact that these are real people, maybe that's what hit really hard for me. I'm not sure. But I'm curious, what are the books that made you tear up? Did you cry? This one, it's funny. No book has ever inspired tears from me, but this one full on made me bawl. And I don't know if maybe it was just the right book at the right time in my life. I feel like setting and stuff like that really plays into a big factor as to how you experience a book. So maybe just at that point in my life, it just hit home in a very weird way. I don't know, I can't tell you, but this one is extraordinarily well done. I really am excited to read more Nancy Turner books. I actually have her other books, but I'm so scared. I don't want to react the same way that I reacted to this one, because oh my gosh, that's going to be quite the day. So let me know your experience. Have you read this book? Did it make you cry? Is it just me? Hopefully I'm not alone with that. But tell me about the other books that made you feel emotional and the books that hurt in the most beautiful way. I want to make that clear. This one hurt, but it was in a good way. I have no regrets about reading this. I truly loved it. Maybe I'll read it again one day when I am in a very strong emotional position, but I really loved it. It hurt in the most beautiful way. I loved it. I felt attached to the characters. I deeply cared about what happened to them, and that's when I think an author did a really great job. Fictitious people or no, maybe they're real, but if you have true, genuine feelings for these people, there is a lot that they did right in creating this work of art. So there you have it. These Is My Words. Bawled my eyes out. Loved it. Catch you later.